Hey everyone, you're listening to Nerd Boys Comic Book Podcast. I'm Marco.
And this is Damon.
And today we're going to talk about DC's new streaming service and a whole bunch of movie news dump. But before we get started, I just want to remind any new listeners to please subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot.
Leave comments. That makes us sad.
Yeah, leave a like and comment down below and we'll check out those.
And cry a little bit and then go back to our lives.
Yeah, but before we start crying, let's get into this whole podcast right now.
Yeah.
Starting with the DC digital service that they're going to start doing.
Oh, yeah. This sounds kind of cool. I haven't got a chance to read all about it, but the basic idea sounds like we'll probably get these two new shows and all the old DC animated content, probably, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we're getting, like, they're going to do Netflix, but for DC stuff, and it'll have, like, all the old shows, cartoons, animated movies, and maybe even comics.
Oh, man. This sounds like something I would force myself to pay for.
I was thinking about it. I was like, if they charge around like $12.99, that's gonna be a pretty steep price.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's if they have enough comics and they're like recent enough,
yeah,
I'll totally do that.
Even some of the past comics, some stuff I haven't got a chance to read yet, or like I'm gonna sound like a jerk. I've never read The Killing Joke.
Well, that doesn't make you sound like a jerk. Just there's all those stories that like everyone's like the essential DC. You have to read Watchmen. You have to read The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Something that you don't.
I mean, especially if they have like Vertigo titles. Oh man,
Why the Last Man?
Why the Last Man? Joe the Barbarian. What is that other Sean Goldblum movie? It's Punk Rock Jesus, which was super cool. So like, there's a lot of really cool Vertigo titles and stuff. So if they have like everything on there, I would drop some cash for that. I would do that.
Yeah, maybe. And that's just me assuming they're going to have a big catalog of comics. Maybe they'll just have like, oh, this is DC Rebirth, or this is this one really good run of Teen Titans. Which, by the way, there's going to be a Titans live action show.
Okay, yeah, let's go into this right now.
Yeah, right now they have confirmed Beast Boy and Dick Grayson.
Yes,
for Titans.
Yes, there's Beast Boy and Dick Grayson. Those are two of my favorite characters. I am so excited about this, and at the same time, super nervous. One, what does this mean? Two, is it going to be connected to the Arrowverse, or is it going to be its own thing? Part of me feels like it should be connected to the Arrowverse because that would just make my brain would be able to handle that. Or they could do the Arrow multiverse thing that they do with like Supergirl and stuff, where they just know she exists in another universe.
Yeah, they could do the multiverse thing because I think it's being produced by the Berlanti folk.
Yeah,
all the CW folk.
That sounds like a good idea at this point because you can trust those people to do a really good job with those shows, and they've been able to capture most of the characters in a very good way. I'm just excited to see Dick Grayson as a person. Like I wonder who they're gonna choose to play him. I wonder if he's gonna have batons and sex with Starfire. All these things.
Yeah, all these things we're not really sure about. Like, what is this, a teen show? Is it an adult show? Maybe because it's just Titans.
Yeah, it's just Titans. It's probably I'm assuming it's gonna be someplace in between. I'm assuming it's gonna be like aimed at us early 20s folks.
Yeah, probably.
But like nice enough for the 14-year-olds and such to like watch it without feeling too weird.
Yeah, not quite Marvel's Daredevil, but not quite Arrowverse. Yeah. Like super hardcore like CW drama.
Yeah. Like I'm assuming it's gonna be more Flash than anything. But who would you pick to play Beast Boy?
Oh man, I'm thinking a lot of this is gonna have to be like unknown actors for the most part, like Cloak and Dagger. It's just like whatever. But also another exclusive for this little streaming service is Young Justice season 3. Outsiders. Oh
god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If you couldn't hear me through my sleeves, I am just Young Justice. When it ended a few years ago, there was a dark hole in my heart, and I never thought it was coming back. And then all of a sudden, we just get hit with this news that it's coming back, and that's a real thing. It's happening, and that's crazy to me. I'm so excited about this because Young Justice was top notch. Like the storytelling, the character designs, everything about it was just really great. And it was like, how did this get canceled? Like we all saw how good it was, and like somehow it got canceled. Didn't make any sense to me.
Do you want to know the real reason it was canceled?
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know the reason it got canceled. It just was like when I found out, it was like, are you for real? Are you joking with me? Because toys? Because girls won't buy make girl versions of the
because
toys.
Because girls buy boy toys, and that's bad, so we have to cancel the show.
Right, yeah, like, just sell them to girls. Like, you advertisers, that's your job. When had the advertisers become, when did marketing executives become so fucking rigid? I feel like that's like a...
But you know what's funny? Only a few months or a few years after that, after the cancellation, they're like, no, it's fine if girls buy boy toys now. We don't really care.
Yeah, no, because people are stupid. It's just like, but what the intended audience? How do we sell them? Like, I don't know, use your fancy degrees in marketing and figure it out. Like, it's dumb. We can't go into the fact that, like, people...
Do you want to talk about the new season, though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you get the synopsis?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so it's basically a genetic arms race now. Everyone's trying to get their own metahumans.
I didn't. Oh, man.
So I'm guessing the team is going to have to deal with that, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of... Because you know how the Reach was messing with those people? I'm thinking the governments are going to be like, you know what? Teenage metahumans. That's our nuclear bomb.
That's a... Firestorm! Oh, man.
Firestorm would be an like, especially if they do not Ronnie, but what's his name?
What was the other one? It's Ronnie. Then Jax is the TV show one. He's like only, and I forget the other guy though. Jason J something
or other.
The other guy, the other Firestorm. But that's the story behind the New 52 Firestorm series that started off. It was an arms race. Everybody had their own Firestorm. Basically, was the concept, and plus Firestorm's associated with the Outsiders, which. I mean, I'm just saying, everybody, like, we might see Molten Man. I can't remember that character's name. He was a guy who was, like, all these different things.
Oh, Metamorpho?
Yeah, Metamorpho.
Ooh, Teenage Metamorpho.
Yeah, we might see all these new versions of those characters. And I'm really excited to see Phil Bamas's, like, design for Firestorm. Because he always does a really good job with the design. So it's like, what's the Firestorm design gonna look like? Like, it's gonna look cool. Yeah, y'all got me. I'm hyped. I feel like I've been hyped this whole year. I feel like so many promises are being made and so many things are coming out, and you get these, like, the Star Wars thing, all this stuff, and you just like, what how do I deal with this? Like, how am my hopes too high? Like, and every time you want to get back to reality, they drop some new bomb on you, and you just like, what do you mean? Like, Cloak and Dagger looks okay. Like, that doesn't look like a terrible ABC Family show. It looks decent. I'm like, that looks like it might be really good. Like,
yeah. Oh, and don't forget the dark side thing at the end of season 2.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, like, we're gonna have an A plot and a B plot going on here.
Yeah. A plot that turns into the B plot, and then we get dark side, and they got to face down Orion, dark side, and all these other people. Yeah. Well, no, Orion will probably be on their side, but they're gonna fight with him at least once because he kind of a dick. But like, he is though. Like, he just is like, oh, like, that guy needs to get his shit together. Like, why does he have anger problems? You know.
Well, it's hard being the son of Darkseid, so.
Yeah, but you know, and being raised by the All Father or whatever that guy's name is.
But you know, it's still
DC Odin. Yeah, no, like, this sounds like it might be really cool. I think that I'd totally be willing to drop at least $12 for this. At most $12 for this service.
Hopefully something like $9.99.
I hope they have a free version. That'll be cool too.
Oh yeah, like a free 30-day trial that everyone's gonna be on.
Well, not a 30-day trial, but like, you know how, like, if you have a free version of, like, Hulu, you can have a free account on Hulu, and then you get everything like a week later after it premieres, and then you don't have access to all the content. You might have access to the most popular content, but you won't have access to, like, the backlogs and stuff. I can catch up on the Titans show like a week after that comes out, but I only get like 3 episodes back. So if I haven't been subscribed this entire time, plus I get all the ads, and then, you know, like, and then I won't be able to watch Justice League Unlimited or whatever, you know, like that kind of thing. But
or you get like the CW show the night after it premieres, a week after it premieres, whatever.
Yeah. Versus like getting it like that same, like when you pay for the service, you get it that same day, like it's, you know, as it comes out, that kind of thing. So if they do that, then I feel like that's actually a better model, just because like it's a lot of money to spend on stuff, and then like people are gonna, you can always sell ad space, but That's just me. That was me thinking out loud.
Yeah, I don't know, DC. Maybe you should do something like that. Maybe Marvel should do something like this. I don't know.
Maybe they should. That'd be a really good way to consolidate all the like Marvel stuff, is to have a separate. But at the same time, because it's on Netflix, it's like Netflix, and I'm like what's the name? And then DC has like not DC. Disney has like a deal with Netflix. We should just have a little Marvel section in your Netflix queue. You know, like a little like entertainment thing, and you can just go through all the whole everything they got. Even watch the old X-Men series and like X-Men Evolution and like Spider-Man or something.
Sounds decent. So, I don't know, Marvel. Maybe we should do something like that.
Yeah. Maybe you should listen to us. But what do we know? We're just fans and consumers.
Yeah. Don't listen to the consumers, Marvel. Just keep doing the thing you do and have your sales go down the toilet.
This is just a phase. They'll figure it out. They'll get it back together. I mean, they had the good like 3 years ago, like 2 years, like last year and year before. They was top dog. Like, we just in DC time now. Yeah. I mean, let's just enjoy our DC time. Let's have it.
I like that DC's on top right now. I'm enjoying it. Oh, and another thing they could put on that: the Watchmen R-rated animated movie.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
We totally forgot to talk about it for the past 2 weeks.
I wonder if this is necessary, but a lot of people hate the Watchmen movie, even though it's Zack Snyder's like best movie.
Yeah, like that and 300. Everyone looks back at like BVS and it's like, yeah, but 300 and Watchmen though.
Yeah, for me 300 is weird. It's good, but it's not. It's like a hype movie. It's not like this story is the most gripping and interesting story ever. It's just like, this is so cool to look at. But Watchmen, they stuck with the original story a lot, and I think that elevates it a little bit in terms of just like quality of storytelling and stuff like that. And ultimately, like, Zack Snyder really just has to worry about making a movie look good, which is what he's pretty decent at, you know. Yeah, making something look pretty and doing slow motion a lot, which I can see why you wouldn't like that in the live action Watchmen movie. But let's see how the animated movie thing goes. Yeah,
as long as it's better than the motion comic that came out a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
do you remember that one?
I heard about this. It looked weird. I don't like motion comics. I don't like anything that's so like that's too in between two other things. Like at that point, you go one way or the other. At that point, you don't like. I want to watch this comic in motion. The only thing I watched that way was the Black Panther animated series that they did. It was basically just a motion comic. But even that was weird.
It was a really weird phase where it's like late 2000s and like early 2010s where Marvel did a bunch of motion comics and DC did the Watchmen one. And I'm just looking at it. Oh, by the way, DC did a bad decision. They had one guy for every voice, even Silk Spectre. So it was like an audiobook because it had one voice.
No. It's like R. Kelly's trapped in the closet. Trapped in Allan Moore's mind, which is probably way worse.
Yeah. The mind of Allan Moore really gets scratchy after a while.
It's scary, honestly. Lost Girls. That's all I have to say about that. All I gotta say about that, Marco, if you haven't heard about it, you can look that up and ruin. People talk about ruined childhoods. It exists solely to ruin your childhood. Let me tell you that. That's
Lost Girls?
Yeah.
I've heard about it, yeah. He worked on that with his wife, right?
Yeah, I think that's the lady still. I think he's still married to that lady. I'm not sure. He's been married like twice. I have no idea. But yeah, he worked on that with his wife at the time. Yeah. It was, I don't know.
Well, if the animated Watchmen movie is better than The Killing Joke and better than the motion comic, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, it should be pretty cool. But sometimes it just feels like recently like DC has been like milking his shit out of Watchmen. Yeah. Like,
I mean, it's in the comics now. Yeah. Rebirth is entirely a Watchmen thing in the background.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's kind of weird. It's like, the thing about Watchmen was that it was to parody, not parody. Parody isn't the right word. To deconstruct. Yeah, to deconstruct this like, this thing, this like superhero thing. And
I'm Allan Moore, and I want to make a thing about all the
Charleston Comics characters and take them back to the darker times so we can realize how things are and what the world is scary and everything sucks. And if you believe in life and love, then you're an idiot. And also, I worship a snake god because I can.
I worship snake god because the world is full of snakes.
Really I'm Allan Moore. Really bad Allan Moore impersonations, you guys. That's what you come here for.
That's what you listen to any comic book podcast for, and it's Allan Moore impersonations and Grant Morrison.
I have a love-hate relationship with Allan Moore, because of Watchmen, and it's mainly because Night Owl is literally like, don't you dare believe in anything good in the world. He has no reason at all. We had given no concrete reason why that character tries to do anything right. He should have given up a long time ago based solely on his life. Even when he was like finally like he's getting a girl like erectile dysfunction. Like come on now, like just stop shitting on him. Like what is like,
Allan Moore really wanted to shit on Blue Beetle, but instead just had to settle for Night Owl.
Like that's basically what he did. He just like shat all over his life. And then he was just like, I believe in good and right. Like, why though? Like, it feels like if you the kind of person that really loves those kind of characters, like I do, like I love those like hopeful, like, good over everything characters who strive for the best. He was just like, you an idiot. Like, I felt like that character was like, you're an idiot for even thinking that this makes any sense whatsoever. And I think realistically, like a person has to see goodness in the world to believe in goodness, and he doesn't. Like he doesn't see any goodness in the world. He's just an idiot who believes in goodness for no reason other than on paper it sounds good. Yeah, and it's just like that is always my biggest thing with Watchmen, like my biggest like gripe with that series. But other than that, it is pretty fantastic.
One of the seminal works, only one of like the best DC essential readings. Yeah, just a little story at the same time.
Core to the comic book fabric of reality.
just like the progenitor of modern comics, but also the thing that kind of ruined modern comics at the same time.
No, it's everyone's need to try to recreate it instead of just doing their own thing is what ruined modern comics.
Yeah, I feel like when someone's pitching something at DC, they're like, it's like Watchmen.
Yeah.
But with Batman.
It's literally the 90s. It was the Die Harder than the 90s.
It was Watchmen. But Superman dies.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like exactly. Just everyone just trying to be like hardcore, like Watchmen, like you not Allan Moore. Get your shit together. Go find out how to write, and then come back to us because Allan Moore like writes everything.
Yeah.
Which I could never work with Allan Moore. It would annoy the shit out of me. Like I don't get to decide anything.
Have you heard the word about? No, I was just doing Grant Morrison now instead. Oh man, I'm bad at impersonations.
That's why we do this.
Yeah. That's why we work with our voices, because we suck at our voices. Yeah, but do you want to move on from DC and talk about some of the bizarre movie news we have?
You start off, because I can't remember.
Okay. Well, we have a big segment. We're going to call it Movie News Dump, because we have a lot of random movie news for the past 3 weeks that's built up.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go through it really quickly. But we'll start off with Glass, the sequel to Split and Unbreakable.
I gotta see a Split, but this is kind of cool because Unbreakable was that like it's a movie that you forget was actually really good after these like years of Shyamalan turds that we had to deal with. But like this is like I remember back when M. Night Shyamalan made good movies. Like this is and
it's nostalgic now.
Yeah, and with the remember
Unbreakable?
Yeah, remember the Glass Man? And this is. It's cool because having Samuel L. Jackson be in the movie was such a good idea because he isn't gonna drop you just because you suck.
Yeah,
like so he'll come back later. Yeah, like I'm curious what they're gonna do with the series. I'm curious like now that the superhero genre has become mainstream. Like, is he gonna like try to stick to the toned downness of that movie, or is he gonna try to go big? Because preferably I want it to be someplace in between. Maybe closer to like the toned downness, but still like because there's this concept of superpowers and supernatural in that world. Like a grounded but like still very exciting and cool set piece.
Or a deconstruction like Watchmen.
Yeah.
Imagine Allan Moore and M. Night Shyamalan just working together.
I don't know if Allan Moore would do that. Allan Moore's kind of like...
Well, he did Youngbloods.
He didn't even like the Watchmen movie. That's probably the best adaptation of any of his comics. I don't know.
No, The Man Who Has Everything from Justice League Unlimited.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. I forgot it was the animated stuff. I was thinking about like live action movies because it's like From Hell and then
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, nah. League is one of those movies that I like 7-year-old me loved, but like now I'm just like, why did I like this? This is terrible.
Yeah. Oh, and V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah, V for Vendetta was fine as a movie, but it's weird when you compare it to the comic and what it was trying to do versus like what the movie was trying to do.
V for Vendetta is very like Thatcher, and then the movie's like Bush administration.
Yeah, and it's about timing and stuff too. Like it wouldn't be as relevant when you get into a political story like that, but still, it's very weird when you watch the story and you're just like, this is different. But so I can see why he wouldn't like that movie, even though it was great and it had an Natalie Portman in it. So
yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, everyone coming back for Glass, it's going to be Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, James McAvoy, and I guess one of the girls from Split.
Oh, okay. I got to see Split, though, so I don't know.
Yeah. Neither of us has seen it, but we both hear it's pretty good.
We should watch it and then tell you guys how we felt about it. Yeah, and then what else? What else?
We have a big dump of, like, X-Men movies coming out.
Oh!
The next year, we have April 2018, New Mutants. June 2018, Deadpool 2.
Ha!
And then November 2018, Dark Phoenix.
I'm really excited for New Mutants. I am. I like the idea that they like rejuvenating. It's gonna be like a new cast. It's gonna be new people, and they're gonna have a new director. It's not gonna be Matthew Vaughn. He might do Superman, which sounds really cool. We talked about this stuff, but that is cool. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see Wolfsbane, and it's gonna be played by little Maisie Williams. So
I know. Like we were looking at the concept art for that, and I'm just like, oh, this is so sweet.
They had concept art for that?
They have concept art of her as Wolfsbane.
That's so cool.
Yeah, which we could totally check out after this, of course. But then Deadpool 2. What are you thinking?
So excited. Josh Brolin. Why not think of that? Like, it's so he's so perfect.
Why didn't we think of Thanos as Cable?
Yeah. Did we talk about it before?
No, this is the first time we're talking about it.
So we didn't get to go into the fact that I am super excited about Deadpool making really obvious Goonies references like in this movie. Like not just the Thanos stuff, but the fact that he's just gonna be like, "Hey, you guys," and just like
throw in as many Goonie references.
Yeah, exactly. Just as many Goonie references as possible. Anything that he can like do to make that awkward. Also, just talk about like Jonah Hex and the fact that they were both in terrible DC movies.
Oh my! Imagine if they like scar Cable's face for like a little bit, give him like a metal look. It's like you look like Jonah Hex.
You look like a previous movie. It was just, that'd be great. I'm so excited for that, and I think that he's a really like Josh Brolin's a guy who can be funny, but he's also a really good straight man. A lot of people don't like the third Man in Black movie. I think those people are trying a little bit too hard. It's a fun little movie, and he played a really good version of a young Tommy Lee Jones in that movie. Who that's basically all he does in that movie is be a straight man to Will Smith's like, wow.
Yeah, just translate that to Ryan Reynolds. You got a movie.
Yeah. So this is I think this is the best possible thing. I think this is a very good casting. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
And then there's the Dark Phoenix thing, which I'm in between about.
Yeah. Well, it depends who they get to direct.
Yeah. I heard it was gonna be Bryan Singer last time I heard, but that might not be true. If that's not true, then I'm a little bit more excited, but I'm still like hesitant because I feel like Apocalypse was such a swing and a miss for me. Like it was such a huge letdown for me, and I wasn't expecting that much from it, but I really wanted it to be at least a good X-Men movie, like a decent thing. And I feel like we get into this like boiler point, this like superhero thing.
Yeah, when's the bubble gonna burst?
Yeah, something's gonna suck, and I'm hoping that people kind of realize that like people are gonna start to feel overcrowded at some point, like as far as general audiences, and they slow down production just a little bit at some point to just give people some room to breathe, and so that these movies stay around long enough to where we not missing the good ones as well as the bad ones. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh well, we never gonna get to see that really cool like Namor movie, or because the Namor movie sucked, we never gonna get to see, you know, the sequel to Black Panther or whatever, you know, or the Black Widow movie or whatever it is, you know, like whatever idea that they had that was really good is canned because all of a sudden the market has shifted because everyone was just like, you know what, we kind of done with this fad.
Yeah, we're done with this.
Yeah.
Shifting gears from Fox Marvel to Disney Marvel, after Infinity War Part 2, aka Avengers 4, the entire MCU, it's not going to be in phases anymore. It's going to be like its own thing. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to kind of like shape the next 10 years of movies.
Really? Wait.
It's a weird thing.
Wait. So you mean that like they won't be interconnected as much anymore, or?
From the way I understand it, it's still interconnected. It's still one universe, but it's going to be like not phase oriented. It'll be like a free for all.
Oh, okay. So like, if somebody wants to like do a trilogy that has nothing to do with anything, and it's just over here, they're gonna do that. It's not gonna be as group driven as it was before.
Yeah. From some of the interviews with James Gunn, he's back for Volume 3.
Yeah.
And that'll be his last one, and he's setting up a new team after Star-Lord, Groot, all those guys just leave.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be like original Captain Marvel or Adam Warlock.
Yeah. Or who else is in the Guardians of the Galaxy? It's like, I don't know.
Nova, maybe.
Maybe Nova.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious what that's gonna turn into. What we're gonna see. I like to take the future Marvel news with a grain of salt, because I remember there was a while back where Chris Pratt was not Chris Pratt, the other Chris Evans. Chris Evans was really excited. At first he was like, I don't know about these Marvel movies. Well, he was just like, I'm glad to be doing them right now, but I'm probably gonna be done when I'm done. And then Winter Soldier came out, and you could tell he got really excited about being in the movies again and like having fun with the characters and stuff. And he was just like, I'm gonna keep doing them until I feel like not doing them anymore. Like, you never know. And now he's kind of like, well, my contract's almost up, probably not gonna renew. And you can tell it's just like him just falling into the hype and falling out of it. And so you never really know what they're gonna like do when we roll around to that point, or like what's gonna have changed. But it could be fun, it could be big. I like the phases. I like that they tend to go with directors who can function well in that environment, as opposed to like trying to force people into their vision. You know what I'm saying? Like force people into their vision who don't want to be there, who people are gonna go, oh man, I really want to see a movie from so and so. But like, I don't know if you've ever seen Peyton Reed's other movies, but they aren't that big of a deal. Like, but Ant-Man is great. I loved Ant-Man. I thought it was really cool. And I thought that it was a good idea to have somebody come who understood directing well enough to take all those creative ideas that Edgar Wright brought to the table and use them in the movie, but wasn't as controlling. It was okay enough to give over power to the studio to be like, all right, cool, like, let's do that. Like,
give me Falcon?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you want Falcon? Give me Falcon. Like, enough to understand the vision, but not enough to like compromise the like bigger overall scope of it or whatever. But I really want to see as many Spider-Man movies as possible, and I really hope that continues.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Did you also know that Sony is doing a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie?
Yes, I did.
And they already lost their director.
Oh no. I think it'll be good if they get and I'm just saying this because I know that he probably do it. Tim Seeley, because he loves He-Man.
Oh yeah. Our good friend Tim Seeley. Well, you're a good friend.
I don't know if he's like good friend. He is a friend who is a person I look up to, and he loves all that stuff. I think it'd be really cool if he wrote it. I think it'd be a really cool movie.
Yeah.
But they doing a revival movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is cool. Tim and Mike are doing a revival movie. The series just ended, and I didn't get to see the trailer yet. If there's a trailer online, probably check that out. That looks like it's gonna be. That sounds like it's gonna be pretty cool.
I didn't check out the trailer either.
I didn't either. I was supposed to, but then I like realized I don't have internet. I don't have internet in my house right now, which is why I don't have as many opinions about all these things as I normally would, because I haven't had a chance to read all the things.
Yes. Well, I guess this is a good week for me to just take control.
Yes.
Andrea's like, it sounds like David's podcast. Why does it sound like your podcast? I'm like, I don't know. David's got a lot of opinions.
I talk a lot. I'm sorry.
Which sometimes I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that. Because it feels like I'm listening to a podcast when I'm actually in the podcast. I'm like, man, yeah, I agree. And I was like, oh, I can say stuff.
Yeah. You should totally talk. It's totally your time.
Yeah. But now it's time for me to take control because I know all the news and Damon doesn't.
Yeah.
Like all this Disney news, they have a huge schedule coming out for 2019, of course. We have Star Wars Episode 9 for May of 2019. Only a few weeks after Avengers 4.
Man, all of our money. Just like, I'm glad they tell us now. I'm going to set those paychecks aside. Just ready to go.
And after that, in July of 2019, we have Lion King with Donald Glover as Simba.
If I don't get Donald Glover singing as Simba / rapping, then I'm going to be upset.
And then James Earl Jones is back as Mufasa.
As it should be.
Yeah. And then apparently Seth Rogen is Pumbaa.
Yes.
I
have a special place in my heart for Seth Rogen. I have to say that to everybody who is listening, and they could be like, that's super lame. And it's just like, well, maybe you should just, I don't know what to tell you. I like Seth Rogen movies, and I think Seth is a funny and a good writer. He's not. I don't think him and Evan are as appreciated as writers as people. They don't give him as much credit as they deserve. But that's my personal opinion.
And then we have in November, this is kind of obvious, November 2019, it's Frozen 2, which, do you care?
A little. I feel like Frozen gets a lot of hate, and I think I get that like people were like the fandom for Frozen was just like a little bit much when it came out, but as a movie, like it was a good movie. Like
it's solid.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. It's got some parts I really enjoy about it, and I think maybe it was because for me, a lot of times I'll like movies more that other people hate because I saw them and the hype was so high that I went in with low expectations, and so when it was like way better than I expected, I enjoy it a lot for that reason. So maybe if I went in with the hype with everybody and then like it got too much, then I would have been like, Frozen, but like now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I want to see a sequel. What are they gonna do next? Are they gonna put Elsa with somebody? Is it gonna be some weird love story with them? Are they gonna freeze people? Does Anna get fire powers? Like, what happens?
Is there gonna be a Disney universe with princesses? Who knows?
There's a part of me that wants there to be like there to be like a little Marvel Disney amalgam universe that they do off to the side for shits and giggles, like in the comics. Like they don't spend like all this money on this, but just for shits and giggles, they just get like some not busy Disney artists to like do like a mini series. It's just like this. It's like a mini comic series, and it's just like 6 issues, maybe like 10 issues of this like amalgam universe where like all the Disney princesses are like Avengers.
Damn. And then Simba's Black Panther.
Yeah.
Which.
Oh man. God, that would be great. That'd be a fun little thing to watch, especially to see them just like go. But I feel like there would be too many issues with like staying on brand because Disney is real like.
Oh yeah, they don't want that much crossover actually between Marvel and Star Wars and Disney. They want to keep each one like its own self-contained thing. Yeah. Because they don't want to bleed too much into each other.
Yeah, like when it comes to like logistic stuff, like who's gonna make the Star Wars comics? Then of course you give them to Marvel. Why would you buy a comics company? Like.
No, we're gonna give it to Dark Horse.
Yeah,
just give it to Dark Horse.
Just leave it with Dark Horse. I'm surprised they didn't just like go to Dark Horse and just buy all the comics that they thought were good, and then just go, we'll resell these under the Marvel thing. Yeah, give you credit for it, but like we're buying these from you.
You know what? It's not canon anyway. You could keep that stuff.
Exactly. Like we were just like, hey, Dark Horse, you know those years of work you put into the Star Wars universe? Yeah. What about that, Iger? Well. Fuck them, all right? And fuck you too. Like, it's not canon anymore.
Well, I guess we're just going to make money off of Alien and Predator crossovers.
Yeah, we'll pick and choose what we like, sir. We'll pick and choose what we like. No, they got the Avatar comics.
Oh, they do? Oh, just make a crossover there. It's perfect. Yeah. James Cameron comic, just be like Avatar versus Predator versus
Alien. not that Avatar.
Oh, not... Okay, you mean The Last Airbender.
Yeah. Ugh. I still call it Avatar because I was there.
We were there before James Cameron came.
I know. And just decided, well, I James Cameron, must you respect. You know what I'm saying? First Terminator is my shit. But you need to calm that down. I don't like these changes that you making because of your Blue Navy movie. Like, you could have called it Navy or like...
And you don't need to make 4 sequels to your movie, by the way.
I'm so confused about this. I'm not even... Like, I don't even know how... Like... That ship has sailed. He had this. People was so into that movie, like it was the Frozen of its time, and he just let that disappear and was like, "Yeah, get back to it, And like, what has he been doing? Like, not much. Like,
I mean, he's been trying to get that one. What was it, Battle Angel movie going?
Oh yeah, I forgot he was doing that. Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited about that because that is a really cool manga.
And then Terminator, he's been trying to he's been finagling with that because he gets the rights back in like 2018. But then like they're just gonna throw it to a few sci-fi writers, and he's not really involved.
Is he? But yeah, that's kind of weird. I can see him like I would be excited about that even if I wasn't involved as creatively because then I would get to choose who was working on what and where it was going and being able to be like, look, like as an executive producer being like, no, Sarah wouldn't do that. Sarah wouldn't. I need you to stay on brand and pay attention to what I would do before I break your legs. Yeah. All right, get back to work. Love you.
Do you think they would keep Arnold as a Terminator, or like, do you think not?
I think they need to stop doing that. Like, we all really love that time, and we can go back to it on DVD and Blu-ray anytime we feel like it.
In glorious 4K, we could just watch all
of it. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger's getting old, and it's getting weird. It's weird that we just keep bringing him back for this movie. I do think they need to bring back that weird Terminator 3 scene where they explain. Like, I love that thing. It's so great. Why did they take that out?
It's a perfect explanation, and it's so weird that it was in the video game as a cutscene, and then like in the deleted scenes it's so weird.
Yeah, and the best part is his voice. Like, it's so good. Like, they're just like, we should do something about its voice. Yeah, let's make it Austrian. Like, yeah, like
we could do the voice.
Just like, it's so good. It was such a funny little thing, and I'm just like, I'm mad it's not in the movie.
Yeah. But speaking of aging action stars from the 80s, Indiana Jones 5 comes out.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
2020.
Do they need to keep doing these? I feel like we just gonna break Harrison Ford one day. Like, he's always getting injured. I don't know if we should put him in that situation.
Between all the plane crashes and all the on-set accidents, that man's days are numbered.
Don't say that. The internet won't be able to handle it. At that point, I'm pretty sure like half of America, they just go throw their phones and their computers at walls. And no one's gonna be surprised. Everyone's just gonna be like, oh, I saw it too.
Another plane crash? No, just old age. Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, he died. Everyone's just gonna be like sad. We're all just gonna be like, I'm done with the internet. I don't need this anymore. I'm going back to books. Like,
don't shoot the messenger.
Right, yeah, no. But yeah, we usually do though.
Yeah. So. We usually string up the messenger by their feet and hang them upside down.
I was just telling you guys what you shouldn't have. Who are you to tell us things?
And then we just shut down the internet. Like, I don't want to know when anyone else dies anymore.
Exactly. Like, I want to believe everyone's still alive.
Mark Hamill, he's going to live forever.
Yeah.
Stanley, too.
Oh, man. Let's please stop. Let's not bring that up. Everyone keeps bringing it up. Every time we come up with a Stanley conversation, someone's like, he could die. You're like, I know. We can all die. Be quiet.
Oh, but did you see, like, he filmed a cameo with Tom Holland and DJ Khaled? Another cameo. And another one.
Oh, God. I'm so excited now.
It's probably going to be the Spider-Man Homecoming one.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, I'm so excited right now. This is good. This is nice. This is nice to hear. I think that if the worst does occur, which at the same time, I'll be sad, but mostly just sad for me and everybody else. Because Stanley, he lived a life, you know? Like, that guy's like, he was part of the greatest generations. He's not one of those crappy, what do you call them, baby boomers. No. He served his country, and then he served us with comics. All right, he came back. He took care of us story-wise. Him and Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, and they brought it. And now we have all these great things because of it. You should see the wall of Funko Pops. Half of them are Stanley creations.
Yeah, the wall behind me is just a bunch of Stanley stuff. Not all Funko Pops. Some are just action figures and stuff. But yeah.
It'll mostly just be sad for me. It's like Holly Hunter said in that show she was in. It won't be his death. It'll be yours. You'll be the one that hurts. That was dark. Like Cloak's cloak from Cloak and Dagger.
Let's talk about the Cloak and Dagger trailer. How about that?
How you feel about it, Marco?
I really dig it. I didn't think it would be this cool looking, really.
Yeah. I was waiting to like watch the trailer and be like, oh, this just looks like really bad Buffy remake. Like, this just looks like someone's really trying to create a bad version of Buffy, but it looks like a good version of Buffy. Like, it just looks cool. And like the like daggers, the effects in it look really like slight. It looks like they probably gonna do, I was worried because it was the Freeform / ABC Family. They should just call it like ABC YA or something. I was worried that they weren't gonna do the Tandy and Tyrone thing. Like, I thought they were gonna be like, oh no, mixed race couple. Like, not at all. But it looks like they're gonna make us wait for it. Like, they're gonna do the will they won't they thing for at least the first 2 seasons. But they gonna do it. They gonna make us want it. So It's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be it looks like it's gonna be a pretty decent show, at least for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, season 3 could fall off the rails, but if you give us 2 strong seasons, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound vulgar, but I got really hard when I saw Roxxon
Corporation. Oh, when you saw the rock, I was like, oh yeah. I didn't notice it the first time I watched through. I was just like watching it, and I didn't have sound because I was at work. Because I didn't have my headphones. If I was at work with my headphones, I would have watched the whole thing. Like that time I watched Samurai Jack at work. But Then I watched it later, and I was like, "Wait a minute, is that what I think it is?" Like, oh, and they just talked about it. They just talked about it in the universe already, so we know it's real. That means it's gonna be.
Yeah. Oh.
So excited. It looks like it's gonna be pretty dope. I hope they do because Freeform, they're gonna be on Freeform together. I hope they do crossovers between New Warriors and what's the name?
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, at least villain crossovers. Especially throwaway villain people that they have coming back and forth. It'd be really cool to see.
Oh, but anyway, speaking of all these TV shows, what about Krypton?
I am not at all excited about Krypton, but you can be excited if you want to be.
I'm not excited. I say boo earns to that, but I saw the trailer, which is actually a leaked trailer for the pilot, and it looks like, It looks like sci-fi.
It looks like
it's funny because it's on the Sci-Fi Channel.
That's not. I thought you meant it looked like sci-fi shows, and it's just even the best sci-fi shows are kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, Caprica and all those.
Warehouse 13 was a show I really liked, but it didn't always work visually. But yeah, why? No one has ever been interested in the story. It didn't exist before. No one cares about Superman's great-grandfather?
No,
what?
It's just grandfather. It's Jor-El's dad, Seg-El.
No.
What kind of name is that? I'm sure it's a really obscure pull from the comics.
It might be. No. What is he gonna do that we give a shit about, and why? There's so many other we could do. They could do a Steel series. They could do. I would watch that. They could do They could do Electric Blue and Electric Red Superman series. I would still watch that. There is no reason for this to exist whatsoever.
Or they could do a Booster Gold show, which I've been kind of wishing for.
Right?
Deep down in my heart.
I've been actually waiting for Booster Gold to show up in Legends.
Yeah. Oh, Blue Beetle. By the way, a long time ago, after Smallville was canceled, they've been teasing a Blue Beetle show since then, and it still hasn't happened.
Another one. It's fun Batman. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Blue Beetle. Oh man, Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. But actually, I think it was supposed to be Jaime Reyes. Which the effects were probably too expensive, and that's why they dropped it.
Yeah. Oh, Jaime is in the comics. Jaime has lost his scarab, and now he's in Tate Corzo costume, or some version of it.
That's dope.
So, because he's I still gotta save people. You're sweet. But, yeah, no, there's no reason for a Krypton show. I'm not excited about it. I don't care at all. Unless they comment the Super Horse, I guess. I don't... What? What is the point?
I mean, but no one would be super because they're on Krypton.
Right? Yeah, too.
This sucks.
It's dumb. This is bad. They're just normal people.
That's just a normal horse. That's just a normal dog.
That's just a normal horse. We're all just normal people. We can't fly or anything. We're just gonna talk about science, and being in the future.
In 100 years, this planet might explode. Who knows?
This is just a show about a perfect white utopia. I'm sorry to get all social justice warrior on everybody, but really think about it.
No, because then you got a bunch of war going on this planet.
I guess they might have some cool Daxam versus Krypton stuff, but I don't really care that much about Daxam outside of Mon-El or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't like him that much until the live action version of the show, and they just had him being the funniest douchebag in existence. Because he had no idea what stuff on Earth was. It reminded me very distinctly of living with somebody who had a very great American accent, but had lived in America for all of 3 years. So it would be wait a minute, what do you mean you don't know what that is? It always caught me off guard, and that's how his character was, and I thought it was pretty great. But yeah, I'm not excited about that. I'm way more excited about the Black Lightning series. Have you seen the
Yes, I saw that
costume for that?
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and I actually like the actor they got to play him. And it sounds like they're doing his daughters as teenagers, which I was worried that they were going to do his daughters as kids, which meant you wouldn't see them do cool super stuff or anything like that. But they're doing them as teenagers, which is a lot more fun because they did these 3 DC animated shorts about him and his daughters.
No, I haven't seen those.
They're very fun. They're very fun, and I hope that they kind of draw from the vein of that.
Do you want to give a brief backstory to Black Lightning for anyone who doesn't know?
He's a black man with lightning powers.
He's black and he's got lightning powers.
He's got lightning.
It was the best origin ever.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't know that much about him. It's weird. It's one of those things that's just because okay, I'm about to give everybody.
I know him from Super Friends.
I'm about to give everybody. That was Vulcan. Different character altogether.
Jeez.
For some strange reason, they didn't do Black Lightning. They just did a weird new version of him with a stupider costume. This is a weird thing, and you will notice it in the big 2. You will notice it in indie comics. You will notice it in black indie comics. For some strange reason, all black people have lightning powers.
That is very true, actually.
The look on his face, I wish he was all here for the realization.
Storm, Static, Black Lightning. Oh man.
It's so many. And that's just like the main ones. There are so many in indie comics who have lightning powers. And you just like, what is that? I don't know where it came from.
Electro in the new Spider-Man movie.
It's kind of like how Japanese people seem to strongly believe between 1960 and 1993 that Chinese people really like cooking rice, blowing fire, and looking at stuff weird. But that was just like real, like pure racism though. But just look at any anime, Cyborg 009, G Gundam. For some strange reason, it's this weird stereotype about Chinese people being able to blow fire. I don't know what that's about.
But the Chinese and Japanese have always hated each other.
Yeah, for good reason.
And the Koreans hate the Japanese.
Well, yeah, they all kind of hate the Japanese. The Japanese are not anybody's favorite, especially for older people.
Well, they're our favorites now.
Yeah. But I was talking to a friend of mine, an animator from China, and she was telling me that her grandmother is like, "Why do you watch this Japanese garbage? Like,
why do you disgrace my family?
like what is this? Why are you doing this?" It's just like, man, racism is everywhere, and it's all different stripes, and we don't even understand how real it is.
So we got Jeff Goldblum. Just moving from racism onto Jurassic World 2. Jeff Goldblum is in Jurassic World 2, everyone.
Yes. Yeah, I was just excited to hear about him in Thor Ragnarok. When they showed him in Ragnarok as not the collector, the Grand Master, I was like, yep, that dude, that's awesome. Go bloom it up, sir. Go bloom it up. And then they was just like, also, he's in Jurassic World. I'm like, I didn't even watch Jurassic World 1 with that much excitement, and now I'm very excited about seeing the second one.
Just, chaos. These dinosaurs are really gonna take over the world.
Oh god. Yeah. So that'll be cool. I'm curious what they're even gonna do with Jurassic World 2. Right?
Well, then we got two other casting things. Well, one's rumored, one's confirmed. But Will Smith as the Genie in Aladdin.
That's a rumor?
That's a rumor. A hard rumor.
It's a hard rumor.
A hard rumor. That Will Smith is gonna be Genie.
I feel like that's a weird choice.
So that's it, huh? I'm some kind of magical genie.
Is that your Will Smith impersonation? Yeah, that was, that's hilarious. I would think they would choose, honestly, like somebody, like a comedian that people really like Kevin Hart or...
I think Kevin Hart would be too annoying as the Genie, though.
But I feel like the energy that he has is kind of like...
Will Smith has energy.
Yeah, but like, Will Smith is also, like, it's kind of like, I had this issue when I was excited about Suicide Squad. I still had one
in the
issue
good old days.
Going into it, and it was, am I gonna believe Will Smith is a bad guy? And no, I didn't. He was great, mind you. It wasn't like it was bad. I wasn't convinced that Will Smith had done anything wrong in his life ever, except be cool. Everybody he killed obviously deserved it. Like,
yeah. The only person who didn't deserve it was that one guy in Philly who spun him over his head, and then he had to go to live with his aunt and uncle in Bel Air.
Yeah, exactly. He had to get that guy back, obviously.
Yeah.
But
that guy deserved it though too, actually.
But yeah, like that idea, like that was so it's weird. It's certain roles, like I always kind of see Will Smith as leading man material, and like it's weird to be like, oh, Will Smith's gonna be like
the
sidekick kind of character, and it's like, what? Like, is he gonna be blue? Like, also like that too. Like, I'm curious about that. I don't know. Like the Genie for me, like I'm trying to think of somebody who I'm like, you know who I think about? Have you ever seen Kimmy Schmidt, the show?
Kimmy Schmidt. Unbreakable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the Bruce Willis one, but the for the Netflix show.
Tyson Dramadon is a character I would like to see him as a Genie.
I'd prefer that over Will Smith.
Like, I think that makes so much sense. He basically plays a Genie in that commercial, the Fresh commercial.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? I have the perfect Genie for you.
What?
Shaquille O'Neal. Or Sinbad.
Oh, I kind of want that. A pseudo sequel to Shazam, you say?
Yeah. A prequel, you know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's yeah. Let's do it.
And he's also rapping.
It's funny because I think that like he is not a good actor, but he is so fucking charming. Like, don't lie to me and tell me you can't watch Shazam now and still enjoy it on some level. Like you know what? Like it wasn't good. Don't get me wrong, but there's a difference between good and this is fun. And then like commercials, he does the like shimmy thing. Like everything is just he's just a charming man.
Yeah.
Even if he does believe the Earth might be flat.
He does? Oh man, that's it. I'm never buying Icy Hot ever again.
How do I trust it? Oh my god, the Earth might be flat. Have you used Icy Hot?
No.
Oh.
But he promotes Icy Hot.
Yeah, he does. I just was wondering. I was like, I've never had to use Icy Hot ever. I'm not that active.
Well, I had to as a kid, but then as an adult, I'm just like, you know what? My body's always gonna hurt. It'll be fine.
I deal with the pain.
Yeah.
You guys, there you go. There you have it. Marco's a real man.
Not that Shaquille O'Neal Icy Hot. Oh, my body hurts. But speaking of your body hurting and burning, Ewan McGregor.
As adult Chrisopher Robin?
Yeah.
Wait, it's a live action movie?
It's a live action Winnie the Pooh.
Why?
Because a little movie called The Jungle Book was really popular.
Yeah, but like, I feel like that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I feel like the charm of Winnie the Pooh is that it feels like a children's book. This like book of a kid like imagining things. Also like, Ewan McGregor is Christopher Robin. I guess he's a joke Christopher Robin. He's going back to see, you know, what it's like if Pooh's okay. And then, like, you know, it gets dark. And then we find out that an evil monster named Adult came and ruined everything with smoking and cancer. And, like, they had to save Pooh and Eeyore. And Eeyore, like, never quite killed himself, but he just started working in the office. So it's
slowly killing himself.
Yeah. Tigger too. They put Tigger on antidepressants and just like
they put him on downers and they put Eeyore on.
Yeah, just like a lot of Xanax and just have him also working in an office.
And Ewan McGregor has a bunch of kids.
Yeah, Christopher Robin's like daughter Christine Robin has to like save them with the help of her dad when she realizes that, you know, all the stories he told about Winnie the Pooh and friends were true. Yeah. And the 100 Acre Wheel is a real place, except now it's the 100 Acre parking lot, and they have to fix it.
They gotta fix the parking lot.
Yeah, they gotta
save the rec center.
They gotta unpave Paradise and turn it back from a parking lot.
They could do that. They could defeat the monster adulthood.
Exactly. This is the movie we're writing it now. If some version of this exists when this movie comes out, I want half fives from all of you whenever you see me. Okay, I want those half fives.
And not any low fives, just high.
Yeah,
high as you can go.
High as you can go. Oh man. But like, let me ask you this. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit because I enjoy me some fantasy casting. Who do you want to cast as Raven and Starfire, and possibly Cyborg if they do Cyborg?
Ooh, okay. I feel like Cyborg in the current state of the DC universe, really they're trying to push him for League material.
Yeah. So
they'll keep him out of the Teen Titans. Starfire is gonna be cemented in the Teen Titans no matter what now.
Yeah.
And she's stuck there. So she'll be on the team. She could be, I don't know. I just feel like everyone could be an unknown actor, and I'll be fine with that.
I know. I'm trying to think.
How about casting the team? Like, who's going to be on the team?
Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, I think it's got to be Starfire and Raven have to be there. And we know for sure it's going to be Beast Boy and Dick. I'm trying to think of anybody who could possibly even close to replace Cyborg if they don't use him. That's the hard one for me because I feel like Cyborg is also a mainstay. Like, he is there. Maybe Jaime Reyes.
Yeah, that could be a good replacement. But
Kid Flash.
Yeah, but I was also thinking it could be a little bit confusing because you have Kid Flash in the other show.
Unless
crossover.
Yeah. Oh, they could do that. Or Jesse Quick.
Oh, yeah.
They could be on Earth 3, so...
Ooh.
That could be what's on Earth 3, Teen Titans.
And not the Crime Syndicate, but Earth 3 has just a cool group of kids fighting crime.
Yeah.
And occasionally they get harassed by an old man.
I have to get... There's a Earth... Because they do the Earth 2 graphic novels, and those are like alternate versions of what's there. And they did Teen Titans one. And the Teen Titan one... They aren't connected to any particular thing. They do a weird like Jericho and Deathstroke thing, but it's like they all born out of this weird experiment with this alien, which is Starfire. Like Starfire is this alien who comes down, and then they use that tech. They experiment on all his kids, and they all get powers. And then you find out later all their parents are like connected to this thing. They are scientists that was connected to this thing, and they didn't necessarily give birth to them. And then you find out at the end of the first volume that there were others. it's like this weird destiny thing. And like Kid Flash is still included in that. Robin's still included in that. At least I think Robin is, because they show a little. There's Raven. Raven is in it too, but Raven's like a Native American girl with like psychic powers or whatever. But there's also like they show like another bird. There's like another version of that. Like, oh, Robin's still in this, so it could be some version of that like more disconnected version. Also, Tara. That's another character they could throw in there. Tara's...
Yeah, I feel like she'll be a season 2, like, we'll introduce Tara. Oh, just kidding. She was bad the whole time.
But it's weird because I feel like Tara was such a big... Like, for me, she was a really big character in this series. But she's never... I feel like they've never been able to bring her back in the comics as successful as she was brought back in, like, the animated show. For people, like, she hasn't ever become relevant like I thought. Like, they keep trying to make her relevant again, and she never becomes relevant. Yeah. So I don't know if they'll do Tara, but they could do Tara.
Or Artemis.
Could do Artemis. I'm trying to think.
Aqualad.
Calder. Yeah. Calder or Gil. Well, no, his name is Gil. Gur. You know his name. Gar. That's
Garth?
Is it Garth? I thought it was Gar. Maybe it is Garth.
Oh, you're talking about the first Aqualad?
Yeah.
Garth.
Yeah.
Or is it Garth?
We got it right the first time. You guys, we got it right. We got it.
Because I was thinking of Beast Boy. What is his name? Garfield?
Yeah, his name is Garfield Logan.
Like
people call him Gar, but yeah, Beast Boy. I love Beast Boy though. I'm so excited for Beast Boy. I really hope they get like a really energetic, like fun guy to play Beast Boy, because I think that he is one of my favorite characters. I love him. I love his redone storyline of Young Justice. So good. Because Beast Boy's original storyline is this. Shit you not. Beast Boy's parents work in the jungle on animals, and one day a mysterious green monkey comes and bites him, and then he gets a disease, and then they like give him something, and then he can turn into animals. And you're like, what? So wait, why is the monkey green in the first place? Why can he turn into animals? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. The new one, the one in Young Justice, is fantastic. I was like, so she could change her blood to whatever. It was like, the logic was just, so like Miss Martian has to give Gar a blood transfusion because he is O blood type, like me, which is cool. But so just so you guys know, like if you ever dying, I can possibly save you guys. I can give my blood to anybody. So Miss Martian is because she can shapeshift, she can change her blood type. So she gives it to Gar. The thing about this is it's still alien blood, so it turns him green, and then he can turn into animals. It also gives her this really cool connection to him. This like kind of brother-sister connection. And she already has a connection to his mom in that she based her whole human persona off of her. So it's, I was like...
mind blown.
Exactly. I was like, that was so cool. And now I think about it, Miss Martian could also be a Teen Titan character.
Yeah. Oh, Superboy.
Or Superboy. I doubt they do Superboy. They could do Superboy though.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have like some distinction between Young Justice, the show, which you're also gonna have on the DC thing, and Titans.
Yeah.
Or do you? Just make a live action Young Justice.
It's animated. I don't need that. This is subscription service for DC fans, alright? You're not coming in here not understanding what's going on, alright? We know the difference. We can handle it. But also, they would make my heart dance and sing if they put Static Shock in that sucker. Like,
you know, they've been talking about a Static show for a while too.
Yeah, but it's been like in production hell for like the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. I
don't even know if they still doing it. I look every once in a while. I look it up to see if they still even doing it, and everything's from like 2 years ago at the latest. And it'll be like they're preparing a Static show, and it's like, are they still doing that, or are they just Because remember, the Titan show wasn't going... That also died out really fast. Yeah. Like, that was planned a few years ago, and then it just didn't happen.
That was on TNT, like, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but what if it's bad and we get another Birds of Prey series?
Oh, man. Anti-hype.
Right.
That would be a bad move. Like, if they really are trying to push for this service, and, like, one of your premier things is just a shitty Titan show that is
it doesn't
garbage.
Doesn't work? Yeah, that'd be a bummer.
Unsubscribed.
Yeah, exactly. That would. I like to try to keep that stuff in my like mirror because of the hype. It's just so like it's so much sometimes, and you just like it could all just not work out, and I could be it could be bad.
Yeah, there's always a chance it could be bad.
I was gonna say like Iron Fist.
Like Iron Fist.
I wasn't super hyped about Iron Fist, but I was hyped enough for it to be disappointed in that I wasn't binge watching the shit out of it. I was just like, man, what's going on this internet?
Just gotta finish before August 18th.
I think I'm almost done with it. But
You haven't finished it?
I think I'm like 1 or 2 episodes away from it. Every time I kind of get into it, I'm like, this is not good. Oh, Grace and Frankie is on. These older ladies up to today. Ooh, trying to sell a vibrator. Cool. Like
That's more interesting. The Mystic City of Kunlun.
No, because they don't ever go to the Mystic City of Kunlun, and I don't see him fight a dragon.
Yeah. Oh.
They could have at least shown like a shadow of a dragon.
They show the eyes. That's it.
Oh, I need more than that. I need the sound of the dragon to roar as Danny faces it down. Blood and sweat beating down his brow as he looked at his fist and he goes, "Nyah!" and then he wakes up from this horrible dream of remembering his battle with the dragon, but his hand glows and his chest glows and you go, Iron Fist. But maybe we should end it on that.
Yeah, ending on a down note of Iron Fist. No, let's end on a high note, which is DC's having a streaming service, and that's exciting.
Yeah, and I'll be able to check out all the old episodes of Justice League Unlimited that I was before. But maybe they'll bring back Batman Brave and the Bold, because I can't find anyone that shows fantastic.
I know. Actually, it was funny because I was just watching the last episode of Brave and the Bold. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that show.
That's a really touching ending where it's like, until next time, boys and girls. I'm like, oh, Batman, you broke the fourth wall.
I love how it's this blend between Batman the Animated Series and then 60s Batman. Like, it's so good.
It's Silver Age goodness. You should check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, it's so good. That's really great. Also, Marvel's Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which I went into that expecting nothing great at all, and it was so cool.
Two seasons of greatness.
Oh god, the best part about that is it got to end. They had a cool new Avengers arc with it was Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, I think Yellow Jacket.
And the Thing.
And I was like, what? That's cool. So, it was great. Like, that whole series was great. So if you ever want to go back and have some stuff to watch, whenever a hype is killed by something, just go back and watch those.
Yeah. All right, but we're gonna close out the podcast now.
All right, you guys remember to like and subscribe and share with your friends.
This has been Nerd Boys Comic Book Podcast. I'm Marco.
And I'm Damon.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.